Hi folks, Dave, the Honest Audiophile. This is the LavAudio DS400, and these are my Honest Audiophile impressions. I want to thank OneMe for providing the LavAudio DS400 for review. Do greatly appreciate it. OneMe, you rock. Alright, so the LavAudio DS400, this will cost you $150. It has a ESS 9038 Q2M chip inside it. It is capable of doing 16 to 32-bit files and 44.1 to 768 kilohertz. Also will do DSD64 all the way up to DSD512 native. It has USB input, coaxial, optical, and line out outputs, and then 3.5 and 4.4 balanced. On the inside, you're going to get your device, and you're also going to get a power brick and USB to USB-C. You're going to get 2 of those cables, and then you're going to get a little pamphlet. Overall, the LavAudio DS400 is extremely small, and you have a volume knob that also functions as an on-off switch. On the front, you have 4.4, 3.5, bass boost, high-low gain. On the back side, you have USB in, coaxial and fiber optic outputs, and then your DC input, which is 5-volt 1 amp. Overall, the build, you have an aluminum build, very lightweight, very extremely small. And I do wish that LavAudio had included some feet on the bottom, as it will scratch up a desk and anything that you have it sitting on. Also, it kind of slides around and slips around, doesn't really grip and stay in place. How does the LavAudio DS400 sound? I did connect this via 3.5 out going into the Monoprice MM5R speakers, and also used it as a headphone and IEM amplifier. Those were my most uses. I did use USB input and DC connection from my PC for the majority. Also, I did use USB OTG going in, and it worked just fine out of my OnePlus 9 Pro. So the LavAudio DS400, it has a natural approach to sound. It has good extension in the bass and in the treble. And I find that it has a nice, cohesive, balanced sound signature with a good amount of details and retrieval and resolution. I found that the bass had a nice punch and a slam to it, and it stayed well controlled, had good resolution throughout. There was no issues with being excessively bloated or muddy in the bass unless you enhance the bass boost. I found that the bass boost was just too strong and too much, and it just... yeah, I didn't use the bass boost, didn't like it. It just added in way too much mud. The mids have a nice natural approach to things, has a very good presentation. There's nice airiness and separation throughout, and then also it does a good job with tonality of being natural and has a slight warmth to things. Treble-wise is slightly laid back, has a nice controlled approach to things, has just enough sparkle and energy up top without being excessive or being unnatural. And I find that overall the bass, the mids, and the treble of the DS400 is a very pleasing and natural approach to things. Soundstage wise is very accurate, has a nice reproduction of width, and then it does a decent job with depth and layering. It's not going to be the deepest or the most layered of DACs, but it does a good job with keeping things flowing. It doesn't get muddled up or jumbled in any way. Overall, I really do enjoy the presentation of the DS400. I find that it's a very pleasing and a natural, accurate sounding DAC. Headphone amp wise, as I said, the bass boost don't use, it's way too bloated. But the head amp itself is it's okay. It's not the most powerful. For most IEMs, it will power it unless they are extremely power hungry. And I found that with headphones, it'll run the most efficient of headphones. But if you get anything like Sundaras, HD600s or above, it won't run them. It's just too much. The Sundara, you can get volume on, but you can definitely tell it's just not powering them properly, as it's very shrill and has a lot of bass bloat. But Sennheiser HD660S's actually sounded very good with a 4.4 balanced output and high gain. I also found that the Rode NTH100 sounded good, Blue Lolas, AKG K275s, pretty much anything that's very efficient is going to sound good with the DS400. How does it compare to the Sound Blaster G6? This also comes in at $150. G6 is larger. G6 is made of plastic. It's a lot lighter. But I find that this little rubber bottom that the G6 has on it keeps it on the desk and it doesn't move around. G6 has a lot more functionality. It does have Dolby and has a microphone input, and even though it's only single-ended, it does have a little bit more power. You also get all the same outputs. This is USB OTG powered only, or bus powered only, so you don't have to worry about a power brick, which is a nice touch. Overall, the G6 does offer more value. Sound-wise, the G6 and the DS400 sound very similar, but when you use the enhancements of Dolby with the G6 does sound better than the DS400. But for music-wise, I do find that the DS400 edges it out just a little bit, has a little bit more balance and cohesion throughout. So if you're looking for like surround sound and all that kind of stuff, the G6 may enhance your music a little bit more, but I enjoyed the pure natural warmth that the DS400 added. DS400 from LavAudio, I do think that it is a good value, and it adds a comparison, comparable to the G6, get a little bit different functionalities. Can't make outbound and inbound phone calls with the DS400, things like that. But overall, music-wise, DS400 is the way to go. If you're looking for something small and you only really want to listen to music on the go or at the office, and maybe you have an external amplifier that you can plug in the 3.5 line out or the coax or fiber optic out, DS400 may be the option for you. It's been Dave, the Honest Audiophile. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Speaking of next videos, somewhere on the screen, subscription links, notification bells. Don't forget to check all those things off. And then don't forget to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down to the video, and check out the links down below. There's all kinds of other information down there regarding where you can purchase the DS400, and also music recommendations, gear recommendations, how you can contact the channel, follow the channel, support the channel, all that kind of good stuff is down below. And then don't forget to enjoy the music, and honesty is the best policy.